Hi everyone, this is Gigi from Kauai Community College. In this video, I want to emphasize the perimeter and the area of a composite shape, right? So a composite shape is, of course, it's a shape that is composed of different other shapes put together. In this case, you'll see this truck or car, train, whatever, however your brain would think there. I think that's a truck or a tractor. Anyways, so if you see that shape, and we're asking you for the perimeter and the area. Well, let's just for a second and think. Perimeter is a boundary of a two-dimensional shape. So it's the boundary of that shape, meaning what line do we draw on the boundary to make that shape? So when we think about that, we would say, well, if we were to go around, we will have this, right? And that, meaning if we were to go around the boundary of this shape, we need to go and find the length as we are drawing around the boundary of this shape. Meaning, what does that consist of? Okay, what does that consist of? So then the perimeter, if you want to go ahead and write that down, it would be, let's get some white paper here so I can write in black. Okay, so perimeter is, if I was to start, let's say I'm gonna start right here at this area, that would be 1. This would be 1. Oh, and then there's a diagonal. I'm not sure what that is. So let's call that X for just a second. And then this is 1, because the diagonal is going to be longer than a straight line across, right? So then that is the diagonal. So I'm just going to call that. That is also X. It's the same diagonal there. And that is 1. And this is that X. This is 1. And this is, oh my goodness, what is this right here? Well, it's 3/4, right? It's 3/4 of a circumference of that circle. And then now that we saw that, we can see there's another 3/4 of a circumference of a circle. And then we have this length in between, and that is 1, 2, 3. So before we even go and find the perimeter of this shape, we need to go and find out what that diagonal X is, right? So how do we find that diagonal X? That is this right triangle right here. This is 1, this is 1, and this is X. Well, Pythagorean theorem will say 1 square plus 1 square equals X square. One square is 1, 1 square is 1, so 2 is equal to X squared. So then square root both sides. X is square root of 2. All right, so we can go back and say, hey, X, you are square root of 2. This X, you are square root of 2. This X, you are square root of 2. All right, then the circumference of a circle And what kind of circle is that? That's a circle with radius 1, as you can see. The radius is right here, that's 1. So the circumference is pi times the diameter. If the radius is 1, the diameter is 2. So pi times 2, and that is 2 pi. So then this part there is 3/4 of a circumference. And that would be 3/4 of 2 pi. Multiply straight across. 2 pi is like 2 pi over 1. You have 6 pi over 4. Reduce 6 pi over 4, you have 3 pi over 2. Okay, so now let's go and calculate the perimeter. Here we go. Perimeter would be, if we were to start with the 1 right here, you have 1 plus 1 plus square root of 2 plus 1 plus square root of 2 plus 1 plus square root of 2 plus 1 plus 3/4 of the circumference here, and 3/4 of the circumference is 3 pi over 2 plus 3 plus 3 pi over 2. Now, if you need to, you can go ahead and combine like terms, or you can just use your calculator. So in this case, perimeter would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus square root of 2, 2 square root of 2, 3 square root of 2, plus 3/2 plus 3/2 is 6/2, and 6/2 is 3 whole. That means you have 3 pi. So that is the perimeter, and the unit would be inches. Now, you can type that into your calculator and get a number. But I want to just focus on the concept. What is the perimeter? Perimeter is the boundary. So you literally have to walk around the shape, right? You have to walk around the shape. And then add all around so that it makes that shape. Now, what if you have a shape that looks like this? I'm going to go ahead and draw a shape right here. What if you have a shape that looks like this? What is the perimeter? And we're looking at the shape. This is, the circle is hollow, and the shape that we're focusing on is the shaded region. What is the perimeter of that shape? Okay, the perimeter of that shape would be this side right here. I'm going to go ahead again, is the boundary. So let's go look at the boundary. It would be this side right here, this side right here, this side right here. Now, if you only have those 3 sides, do you really see that shape that you're drawing? No, right? You still need to include the circumference of that circle also. And that's the perimeter. The part that I shaded in red is the perimeter of that shape. Does that make sense? If you have questions, please contact me. I'm here to help.